Welcome to Driving While Awesome's Off the Cuff. I'm just a couple blocks from my house here on West Cliff in Santa Cruz. So overlooking the ocean, the bay, Monterey Bay, and the beach boardwalk. And I am driving a 1998 BMW 528i. So this is the e39 BMW, 2.8 liter inline six, naturally aspirated. Everyone knows this car. Arguably, I don't know, one of the cleaner, after this was the Bangle 5 Series, which was super controversial. I think most people liked this car. If anything, it was a little bland, but a really nice, solid kind of BMW at the height of BMW. It was when they started using like CAD and stuff like that. So, but the 5 Series never got, as far as I know, they never got hit by like the suspension problems that the E36 had and stuff like that. The engines were really good, and they're known for cooling systems just always take a crap. They have the plastic impellers on the water pump, and they have the plastic thermostat housings which crack, and then the radiator end tanks are plastic, and those go. But besides that, they're really solid cars. So my brother just picked up this car. It's 98, as I said. It's a manual transmission, 5-speed. It has 137,000 miles on it. I think he probably picked it up about 5,000 miles ago, and he got it from the first owner for $1,500. It's super nice car. I mean, it still has a lot of the features, like, you get out of the car, steering wheel moves out of your way for you. It does have a few little issues, cracked wood, which is kind of expected on one of these. The blue exterior, the clear coat, is flaking really bad on all the top surfaces. So right now I'm looking at like loose clear coat flowing in the wind. And besides that, LCD screen is all messed up right here. I'm trying to think. The interior is basically perfect. The leather is really nice. It's a really nice car. It's so solid, like not a creak or rattle. I'm really impressed by the ride. So I drove this thing. I drove it to pick up my daughters the other day on a super windy back road. About a 30-mile drive. And then I drove it to San Francisco and back the other day. And it's a really impressive car. I mean, it's silky smooth. It's just that legendary inline six BMW motor, and you turn it on, you barely know it's running. Clutch is really progressive and easy to modulate. I mean, just a really easy, nice car to drive. The power is good. It's not, it's nothing crazy, but it has good power, good highway power. It's just a nice power plant in general. Shift's nice. Throws are a little long in typical 90s BMW fashion. And the steering, I think it's a recirculating ball. I don't think it's a rack and pinion on these. And it's not super sharp. Like, it definitely, a lot of turns lock to lock. I'm not sure what it is. I haven't looked it up, but it's definitely, you have, like, here's a little turn. I'm like that. And the handling's nice. This is not a sport package car, so it's a little wallowy. And it probably could use shocks. I'm not sure, but I mean, it soaks up bumps perfect. But it handles really good. I mean, once you get it set, it grips and it drives really well, even on these like no-name kind of crappy, like, I think they're 15-inch wheels maybe. But just a really nice place to be. So I could definitely see with a just having this as your car, if you don't have a long commute or something. I mean, it's a beautiful car. Maybe get a nice 528i. I'm trying to think of my other complaints. Oh, I don't like the seats. I don't think they're that comfortable. They're really short, so they run about halfway, halfway from my up my thigh, and I'd kind of like them to go closer to my knee. Like I know the sport seats offer that with the extension, the leg extension there. So the seats are a little hard and kind of just not supportive at all, and not that comfortable in general. Has this big, huge steering wheel, but it is leather wrapped and it's nice. But you can see how much you have to how much steering effort is required just on this little road. The steering is pretty nice though. It's it has a nice stiff mechanical feel. It is hydraulic, of course, being a 1998, which feels nice. And yeah, I'm trying to think of other attributes. It has a little squeak actually right there between the hub and the steering wheel. I don't know what that's all about. But besides that, I mean, the thing is just rattle free. It's so nice. And it really does shift nice. I mean, it's just a nice driving car in general. Brakes feel good. You can see it does have body roll and stuff like that, but that's expected from a non-sport package car from the 90s. And yeah, I think that's a good wrap on this thing. I mean, I'm very, very impressed with it, and the driving dynamics are good. They're kind of what made BMW, and a lot of people say they've fallen off, and I agree. And the quality of the materials is really nice everywhere. Nice spongy dash and everything. But yeah, if you kind of get on it a little bit, it goes all right. I want to say they did 0 to 60 in around 7 seconds flat. I think it's 196 horsepower. Don't quote me, but they're always maybe, yeah, I think it's 190. It's 190 something or 189, something like that. Probably around the same torque, maybe a little more, like 200. But overall, just a really nice car to drive. I would say the worst thing is the steering. So if the steering was probably a full turn lock-to-lock smaller, it would just be so much more fun to drive, and it would make the whole car feel lighter. But this is a car that shrinks around you when you speed up, and it feels better the faster you go. But then it can just chill in town and feel like a Rolls Royce. So yeah, that's my take on a well-used 528i with almost 140,000 miles on it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.